going on, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez, and it's time to review The Strain Season 3 premiere, which is The Strain Season 3 Episode 1, titled New York Strong. Spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks again for joining. Man, I love The Strain Season 1. I have a whole love for that so much. Season 2, disappointment. Obviously, there were some fun things about it, but then again, there were a lot of problems, and as well, the Master was barely shown 2 times during the whole season, while the first season had him 8 times shown. So, Season 3, man, honestly, the premiere was better than, some Season 2 episodes for sure. It's great to see the team back together. I really do love this show. I binged the first season. I bought it. I didn't know really much about it. I was like, it's $25. I have $25 to spare. I bought it. I binge watched it, and I was like, this is awesome. Corey Stoll, man. I remember seeing him in House of Cards. So much memories. And I love the cast and crew. And to track in, Mr. Fett. So much good stuff there. So let's get right on into it, man. Again, pros, cons, final score. I'll kind of recap this show for you. Down below, description, I have all my, in the link in the description, my fall 2016 TV show schedule. You guys can check that out. I really encourage you to check it out. I'm going to be reviewing 43 shows for you guys over the next few months on this channel, as well as my latest movie reviews, including Don't Breathe, down below in the description. So if you have time, please don't be afraid to click on that and check it out. Alright, on to The Strain. So we open up strong with some Navy SEALs taking out Strigoi in the tunnels. And who's leading them on the comms? It is Fett himself, the rat catcher, the muncher of munchers. Fett, man. New York Strong. I love Kevin Durant, man. I believe his name Kevin Durant, right? It's Durant. He's awesome, dude. Really great. He's the Daryl Dixon of The Strain. If you had to compare, he's the Daryl Dixon of The Strain, basically. So Ephraim, or F, for short, Corey Stoll, Ephraim, is at his house, and he has a dream of Zach. And honestly, I thought it was real because the last time. And then I remember the Zach guy. When I saw him in the episode, I was like, this guy was a dick. He literally is. He was a douche in Season 2. That's why I was like, oh, they killed Zach, congratulations, but he's still alive, so that kind of sucks there. So that happens there. There's this evacuation, and they're like, why haven't you left? So he's working on this bioweapon and stuff at his lab. Ephraim is getting some gas, and these Stragoys end up attacking. He ends up destroying them or whatever, killing them. I like that awesome shot when he's driving and the Strigoi on his car and then it's burning and everything. That was really cool. So he's trying to, I like the way it shows that it's showing the way the world is, and it's only, 23 days after it all began? That means Season 1 and Season 2, and right now Season 3 have only taken place within 23 days. Crazy. 3 years, 23 days. My God. That's really awesome. So anyway, so much stuff is going on. The Strigoi end up attacking. He escapes. Miguel is feeding his mom a bowl of his own blood. This is the only time we get to see Miguel. I'm actually very sad about that. That they didn't get much time to actually show all the characters there, which was, then why show Miguel? You could have waited till episode 2. But he still has his mom there. That's sickening. He should probably put her out of her misery and stuff. I don't know what he's thinking. He's thinking he could get her back and all, but that's going on. Fett doesn't like Quinlan, which all of a sudden, I don't remember that from Season 2. It may have been in Season 2, but Fett's just kind of like, hey, why are you eavesdropping? And, hey, don't eavesdrop. And, of course, Satrakian, Mr. Fett, leave us be. The way he talks to me, the Strigoi, the Master, he's here, yeah, all that good stuff. So the Navy SEALs are on this chase, and they're at the church. All right, boys, let's go in. And Fett's all like, wait for me, guys, wait for me. And I'm thinking to myself, why waste my time? Literally, why waste my time? They're gonna die. So don't waste my time. Kill them. Go. And I don't know why. I mean, the best of the best, in a movie and a TV show, why do we always have to die? Why do cops always have to die? Why do military people have to die? You know what I mean? It shows, it makes them look like they never been in training whatsoever. I know it kind of means, the Strigoi are stronger than them, but we've known that for the past 2 seasons, so that's nothing new there. But they get taken out kind of one by one. They use the sound and everything, and they end up attacking. So Fett ends up saving 2 of them, and Ephraim's at home, and his wife comes in. Of course, she's a Strigoi, but she looks like his wife, obviously. She offers Zach for the lumen, so that's basically what's going on there. She's like, I'll offer you Zach if, I'll give you Zach if you give me the lumen. And he's like, really? And I was thinking that too, in a way where I was like, really? Like, that's the deal. That's what they're doing there. But let's get on to the pros and cons. I love the opening to this episode with the Navy SEALs taking out the Strigoi in the tunnel and Fett in their ears. I just love that idea, the way it was filmed, the POV point of view, everything, how it was done, and the infrared, all of that was amazing. And, of course, from the beginning, Satrakian kind of giving us an update of what's been going on, kind of that like previously on the strain, but instead just kind of narrating what's been happening. So that's awesome. Now, even though I thought Miguel shouldn't have been shown in this episode, he should have been saved till episode 2. He was only in one scene. But the blood and the bowl and giving to his mom, that was he believes his mom is still in there, or she could still see him, and what he doesn't know is the master could see through his Strigoi and all that. You think he would know, because he should know that stuff. But it still was a very strong and icky and gross, but yet touching and emotional moment for Miguel. Now the Strigoi, or the so-called Munchers, looked really awesome. As always, the makeup effects, the kids at the end, the Spidey ones that like crawl very weirdly when they're near Ephraim's like wife, or I guess I could say deceased or ex-wife now. They looked very creepy. I mean, they look awesome. They always look great about that, how vampires don't look sparkling, diamond-y, Twilight crap. These are how the vampires should look. And they're badass, man. I really do enjoy the effects in here, from the gun to the little smoke coming out, all that, the mist, and even my favorite shot of probably, the CGI or VFX, whatever you want to call it, is when Ephraim was driving and the things on his hood of the car, and then it burns and he falls off. I thought that was the most perfect shot out of the entire episode. When I see Fett on screen, I know something wise is going to come from him, or something smart-assy, like when he tried to help that lady that like dropped her bags, and then she pulls out the gun and everything, and he's like, oh, I'm my type of girl, like just the way it was all done. Kevin Durant knows how to just pump everything up, through the TV itself. He's, again, one of my favorite characters. He's awesome. And Fett better not die ever, because he's perfect. Now, I did not like the ending, of course, with the wife coming in and like, hey there, I'll give you your son. My son too. I'll give you to him as alive as can be if you give me the lumen and stuff. I didn't, because for one thing, I don't like Zach. I don't want him to be on the show. So please don't. Just put him as a Strigoi and everything. I'd really enjoy that more. But, I get it. Ephraim, the love for his son and everything. I understand that. Okay. But, come on. Zach's rude to his father. He really is. He's a little bitch. So, not the actor, but just, come on. If you've seen season 2, all of you know how Zach is. Come on. Pretty damn annoying, man. So, with that, I just kind of thought, that's a little weak way to end the premiere. You would think it would be something huge, or, not dealing with Zach and the Lumen. I hope that's not going to be the whole season of what it's about. I know it's to stop the Master, but I hope it's not going to be like, to get my son back and everything, and, this whole arc there. I really wouldn't care for it that much. There were a few slow scenes in this episode. It started off great, started off pumped up and intense, action-packed, and then it kind of just slowly started, where it was more dialogue, conversation, little stuff. There were a few scenes in this episode that doesn't move the story forward, doesn't do stuff like that, kind of just little small stuff, kind of getting back to the basics, having the characters reintroduced again, coming out and seeing where it's all happening, and then like the girl that like is the mayor talking to Ephraim, like, well, without me, me helping you and supporting you, you'd be in jail, you're the most wanted man or whatever and stuff like that. Little things like that, like not that scene alone, but that character and everything, just small stuff like, hey Fett, we need you, whatever, and that's where she got Munchers from Fett. Just little things like that where it became slow, as in where season 1 I really enjoyed a lot, where there were barely little slow moments for me, but for season 2 there were quite a bunch of slow moments in here where it kind of became like, oh, something new, something fun. it's a strain again. Like, it's season 2 status, just slowness. And of course, the way they lay out their characters now, like I said, I've said this a lot this review, Miguel being in there, they should have waited for episode 2 for him. And then, listen, I haven't seen anything of the strain since season 2 last year. So the guy with the sword, and then there's Quinlan, like, I'm mixed up, and I'll look up their names later, but I honestly, like, there's the guy with the sword, and then there's the Quinlan, and then there's so many people running around going on, and then he's talking to the 3 master people, and Satrakian, all he does is sit down this episode. When is he going to get up and actually kick some ass? Dutch isn't even in the episode either, so it's kind of like, you know, if you didn't show Dutch, then you didn't need to show Miguel. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way that they put the times for the characters, they gave some time to Fett, they gave some time to Ephraim, when they could have took some time away from Ephraim, they could have took some time away from Fett, they could have put some equal amount of things for the premiere. You know what I mean? Like, they could have sorted it out somehow, not show all the characters, but they didn't, you know, the way that they sorted out all the characters again, and how predictable it was with the Navy SEALs getting killed. Like, once you knew they were heading to that church, and you saw when they went, that diversion, when they went off the trail, it was a stupid decision, because Fett was like, follow him, you know, he was like, follow him, and I'm thinking to myself, why? No, just go, and they would have been alive if they would have just went forward and kept on with the mission, but no, they went off trail, and from then on, it was predictable. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm giving this episode of The Strain, Season 3, Episode 1, New York Strong, a B-. I thought it was a good episode, man. It's a good premiere. It could have been on the verge of being great for sure. There were just, like, you know, you heard the flaws, you heard the pros. There were some problems with this episode. It's not a perfect episode. It's not a great episode. There are some problems. But I'm very happy. The sneak peeks, the promos for, you know, the rest of the season look really awesome. They look like there's going to be some swordplay in there. And we didn't get to really see the Master that much, I guess, for the most part. He wasn't even in this episode, so I'm kind of like, when are they going to show the Master? We already know how he looks, so I don't know why they're hiding him away from us. But it's still very exciting. I love all these characters. I'm happy that they're back. Still got to get used to Quinlan, and I still got to get used to that other guy with the sword. But for sure, man, it's going to be a fun season, and I hope you guys can stick along the ride with me, and we could talk about it every single week and see what's wrong, what's right, what do you like, what I don't like. You know, we could kind of discuss it, debate a little bit down below. So thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, tell me what you thought, share this with your friends. Till next time, subscribe. Road to 500 has begun. See you next week for more of The Strain. Bye-bye.